Welcome back to a new YouTube video. As you all know, we are now at a yoga retreat hotel in Italy, and we thought that it would be a good idea to show you some good ways to start when you are a yoga beginner and you want to try yoga first time. And the best opportunity or the best location for this is probably here.
Absolutely.
So we thought this would
Couldn't
be a
be
good
better.
thing. And in this case, I have Natalie with me. We've spent the last days here together and it was a great time.
It was.
We did a lot of yoga. So let's dive right into it. Yeah,
For sure. Let's start. I think the first point of all is watch YouTube. It's super easy, it's basic, it's free, everyone can do it. You can do it from your phone, from your laptop, doesn't matter where you are. Just open the app and find some YouTubers you love. I can just highly recommend to you a German one. She's called Maddie Marison. We will link her down below so you can check her out if you want. And an English YouTuber, she's called Jessica Oli. That's my, I would say, favorite one. I love to train in English. I don't know why, I just feel most comfortable with that. They are super easy. Like, they introduce you in everything. You feel like you are in a class, and that's, I think, the main point. You don't feel alone and lost. They explain you everything quite easily and quite calm, and I just can highly recommend it. It's amazing. And if you are a bit more experienced or you want to get a bit more experience, Jessica Lee has an ebook as well. I bought it, I would say, half a year before or something, and I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, another thing that you can use if you want to train more on your own at the beginning is if you choose an app. There are different apps which provide yoga classes, like yoga apps specifically, but we would rather recommend to choose an app like Gimondo, which not only provides yoga classes for different levels, but also like HIIT workouts, boxing workouts, or different other workouts, and you can choose what you're feeling like this day. And if you want to do a yoga session, you can do this, or you want to do like a kickboxing workout, you can do this as well. And it's also quite good for different levels, because you see in the description how difficult it is to do these exercises, and you can choose like how you feel, which one you would like to choose. The thing with these apps is that you have to pay for them. Like most of the apps, you have to pay for. They're good enough to train with. And in this case, also, I would rather recommend an app that provides more workouts than just yoga. And in most cases, you have like a 30 days test, abo or stuff like that. So you can test if it's something for you, and then you can just skip it if it's not the right thing for you, or you can like have it for longer term. And I think this is a good way if you're not ready to train with others together, and it's easy to get a start into this yoga thing.
To be in the theme to train with other people, I can recommend you, if you feel a bit more comfortable with yourself and a bit more comfortable with your yoga, so that you can be yourself and can train the way you really would love to with other people, then go into Facebook and just find a free yoga class in your city. I think every big city has that. And in Munich, for example, it's an English garden. It's amazing. You can just train with different girls and boys for sure, in like at different times in different like places, and they are super easy and friendly, and you can make real friends out of that. We had super funny situations where it just started raining in the middle of the yoga class, and it's amazing. So just check that out, and like pop-up yoga or like just these free yoga stuff. You don't have to spend money all the time to get more experienced and have fun and just enjoy yoga.
Another thing that you could do if you want to have like a more guided version of yoga, you can just start at a normal bookable yoga classes at a yoga studio in your town. Most of the time they have like also a test program where you like can go for 30 days. You can just go whenever you want to and test the different classes they have, and if you like it, you can just go there for a longer term or buy like a ticket for 10 classes or stuff like that. And in this case you have a more guided version because there's a constructor at the front who will tell you exactly how to do the different poses and corrects your technique, and is like a direct correction when you're doing this poses. And there are also like kick-off classes where you learn the techniques of breathing, how you really connect with the ground, and what you really should focus on right at the beginning.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think the last point, can be quite expensive. It don't have to be, but it is, like most of the times, I think the most expensive version, but I just love it. Like we are today, we are in a yoga retreat. You can make yoga as often as you want, and there's always a guide on it. I think you can book private classes as well. Yeah. We haven't done it because we're together anyways, and we are happy to train with other ones, but we make yoga for a bit longer, so we're fine with that. If you don't feel comfortable with this, you can book your own class teacher, and yeah, just ask them everything. They correct you, they can help you with poses, they can help you with everything. So it's just amazing. You get yummy food, you can just have the whole experience about yoga, because it's not just about the classes and the training, it's more about everything around the breakfast, the food, to have the choice whenever you want to train, to go to the sauna, to go for a dip into the pool, to just have this whole vibe, this yoga vibe, which is, I think, such an amazing experience. It's so different to a normal hotel, and yeah, I can just highly recommend something like that to you.
Yeah. And we have some special extra tips for you, some recommendations for this. No matter which one you choose from the things we mentioned before, there are 3 good things you should do when you start doing yoga. The first thing is train in front of a mirror. It's good to really see directly if you are doing the poses correct, if your back is like straight up, or if you're like doing this most of the time. And this is quite good to see, okay, is it the right thing what I'm doing, or should I focus more on this, or should I do an easier version of this pose to make it correct and not just to get hurt by this pose.
The other option is, when it's quite hard for you to look in the mirror when you're trained, then just put a camera like we did now in front of you and just film your whole yoga session. Don't get restricted or something by that. Just do your yoga session and have a look at the end. Just watch the video at the end and give yourself some time to write down some tips for yourself and recognize what was good, what was wrong. And I would really recommend you to write down the positive stuff as well, because otherwise you get so unmotivated pretty quick because you think you're just doing everything wrong, and that's just not true. Write down what was good, what was positive, what you really liked on your own session, and yeah, just repeat this every time again and you will get better for sure. It needs sometimes a tiny bit, but you will get better 100%.
And the last tip we have for you is that you take the opportunity, if you meet someone who's good at yoga, who's maybe a yoga instructor or a pro yogi or stuff like that.
Even a friend who's good at yoga.
Yeah. You just ask them, can you take a look of my poses, if I'm doing that right? Can you do a session with me just to look how I'm doing these different poses and if it's correct like that. Another thing would be, if you don't know anyone, go to these kick-off events I already told you before, because they are quite good, because they just focus on the right techniques. It's not about a complete yoga session, it's really they tell you what you have to think when you're putting your hand on the ground, really feel like you're connecting with the ground. Take a look on how you push your power, or how you push into the ground, that you have to flex your fingers, and so that you get a better connection with the ground, and stuff like that. And this is quite good if you're starting yoga, because it makes it so much easier to do these poses. So
I think at the end, I just want to give you on the way. If you want to start yoga, start slowly, don't rush into something, take time, and don't be embarrassed at all if you can't get into poses. We had this now as well. The teacher made just stuff where we were not really able to do it and we haven't felt that comfortable. That's totally fine. No one will laugh at you. No one will, like, it's not a common thing in yoga. Everyone was on this point. It's just everyone has a different body. So your bones are different, your muscles are different. Sunny can do stuff better than I can do stuff better than Sunny can. That's totally normal, that's totally fine. Just ask someone if they can help you and don't feel embarrassed at all. Yoga is such an amazing thing. You can feel your body in so many different ways, and yeah, if you want what I want to start now, what Sunny maybe gave me the little kick I needed, is I want to start meditate a tiny bit more. It was a thing I did for a fair bit, but it's quite hard for me. To be honest, it is really hard. I can't really let myself fall and dip into this.
Yeah, it's a long process.
It is. So Sunny told me an app I can use, and I will definitely start this again because it's not an option for me to do it by myself. I just can't. I can't relax in this way. So that's something I want to do. I will take you on this journey for sure and let you be part of it. So let's see where we go. But yeah, I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
And we wish you a beautiful sunny day. Bye guys.
See you then. Bye.